Good morning, boomers. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest champagne, Crypto. Thank you for booming in. Shout out to Mike over there on YouTube. I see you, Mike. Bitcoin price dumps a little further out here. We're dipping under 50. It's time to readjust the bag and consolidate some of the altcoins. Let's discuss it. And I told you guys yesterday, I'm watching Bitcoin closely. And it is a gauge and basically, you know, my measurement, my ruler that allows me to measure whether I'm going to be risk on or risk off with the altcoins. And the more that Bitcoin drops, the less risk I take with the altcoins. So, you know, now we dropped under 50, so it's time to consolidate more and more and more. Okay, you know, the more we drop, the more I'll consolidate. So, you know, just to lock in some gains, we're going to be talking about it. And we'll tell you how I feel. I mean, I'm still bullish, but, you know, you got to swim with the whales out here, guys. You got to swim with the whales. The trend is our friend. So, you know, let's keep an eye on that. Slowbos is here. What up, crypto fam? What a start of the week. Indeed. Slobo says more discounts. What a blessing. Yeah, I'm not concerned about Bitcoin. I don't care, you know. I mean, I'm holding Bitcoin no matter what the price is. I'm just looking at what it's doing because it leads and it influences the altcoin. So really, my altcoin plays is why I'm looking at Bitcoin. So let's look at the prices here. 47,124. Thing is dumping. And one thing I've noticed is that finally the technicals changed. Okay, the technicals for Bitcoin on the 1 day, they changed. They're neutral and buy. And then if you look out for the 1 week, they're still strong. Okay, so, you know, just something to consider here for you know, the next day or two. I'm dialing down the risk. I'm not selling all the altcoins, but I'm shaving some profits. You guys know that we got into a lot of protocols in the Binance Smart Chain very early. Very, very early. So we're up despite many of them dumping, you know, 25, 30%. So, you know, I believe that it's time to at least, you know, take a little bit of profits off the table and then wait to see what's going on. Maybe in a few days or so, things will start going green and it could be a little bit more risk on. Again, you know, in my opinion, it's not time to dump all the alts or anything like that. It's like, you know, we've been in the game, we've made some gains and, you know, things are going down. So just in case, let me consolidate into some of the bigger altcoins to straight BNB or to ETH, or really ultimately, you know, it's always about getting more Bitcoin. Let's not play games out here. But I'm not going that far yet. I'm looking at the charts here. BNB against BTC. BNB is still looking good. So what I've basically been doing is consolidating some of those alts into BNB, or not all of it. So, you know, portion, you know, if I got a bag in a farm, you know, shave some off the top, take a quarter, take half of it out, and then move it into BNB and, you know, leave some of it in there. I like leaving it on the table because you never know, things could swing back around. And let's, you know, be honest, some of these farms, they spit out a lot of APY. So whether the price is up or down, it may be worth it staying in. You know, one I'm thinking about is the auto farm. Okay, I mean, I got providing liquidity to auto, and I've seen it go from 13K down to like 5K. But I'll tell you what, that farm paired with auto and BNB, that thing spits out like no other. So I'm like, do I really want to, you know, let this go? You know, so, you know, something to consider. Some of those farms, they pay all right. So Binance is against BTC strong buy. So, you know, that's what I started doing. I started getting a little bit more Binance. Okay, you know, and waiting to see what happens this week. You know, the trend can change in a couple days. I don't know. But again, I'm pretty adamant at following that. The trend is our friend right now. And, you know, if the trend is green, the trend is green. Right now, the trend is red, you know, for today. So, you know, the trend is red. I don't know what to say. You know, you ride the trends. It's not what you think or what you hope for, what's going to happen next week, what's happening today. Yesterday, we had a sell-off and a nice bounce back off that 50,000. There was a V shape there for a few hours, maybe, you know, let's pull it up. But then later out during the week, during the day, things started dumping again. So look, here we go with the chart. And go to the 1 day. You can see that was that V that we saw yesterday. So it looked all good. This V yesterday at 50 jumped back up, and then we started trading sideways. Up until, yesterday, somewhere around here, I thought we were going to be trading sideways. As soon as this thing dropped under 50K, you got to change your tune. 50K is what I thought was the bottom. Yesterday when we did the live stream, we were right here on the rebound on this V. And then we started trading sideways for the rest of the day. So I was like, oh, it's all good. But then at nighttime, it started dumping. And then this morning, here we are. So, I was like, you know what? Let me lock in a little bit of gains. I'm not selling out, cashing out everything. But, let me start shaving off the top. DCA selling. Now that I see the trend change, now, it's... more of a consolidation. Thanks for streaming, says Moritz. Yeah, I'm out here, Moritz. Whether things are up or down, I'm out here. This is the difference between the champ and other YouTubers. They're only out here when things are green. And in fact, like I said before, it's more exciting when things are red. So anyhow, that's what's going on. Keep an eye on this BTC. Keep an eye on this BTC. It keeps getting lower and lower, going towards the price that some of the big dogs bought at. And I said this yesterday, if things drop under 40, I may have to start selling almost all alts, not all the altcoins, but I'm saying like the majority of the gains, which I've already started. I started selling now. Once we jump under 50, boom, boom, boom. I mean, I did jump into AnySwap yesterday. Last night, I actually did a video and I posted this morning. I jumped into AnySwap at $4, and then overnight I went to 350. So I pulled out. I unstaked. The champ, shout out, great update. Shout out to Rodman. I see you. So, keep an eye. I mean, again, I'm not concerned. I think this could be a healthy pullback. I keep an eye on this 45, 46. It's still a healthy price. I think the price of Bitcoin still is trending up. But, we deal what we have in front of us. We trade what we have in front of us. Not what it's going to happen next month or in the summer. I mean, today it's red. It's down 15%. The trend is down today. So as soon as I see the trend change, which I do expect it, then we could readjust. What's interesting? Out of all the DeFi tokens, Goose Fi Egg is super stable, like nothing happens. Yeah, I've been watching Goose DeFi, and one thing I noticed too, which is super bullish on Goose, is that Auto Farm added them. If you go over here to the Auto, there it is. If you see here on Auto, you see how they have Venus, PancakeSwap, $, and now they got Goose Farms. So this is bullish, and because I'm going to be honest, like Auto's dumped a lot or whatnot, but this is a big dog. It has a lot of TVL. Goose is trying to steal Cake's share. Yeah, I wouldn't sleep on Goose, guys. It was one of many Pancake knockoffs, but it seems to be one of the many Pancake knockoffs that may actually stick around. Okay, I showed you guys the list. There was a list of like over 20 Pancake knockoffs. But, it seems like Goose may stick around. And it's fact that, now they're being accepted by bigger protocols like Auto is bullish, actually, So, shout out to GooseFi and those that jumped in. I never got in it. I'll be honest with you. I didn't. Rodman says APR is very high right now. Site is the exact same structure. Yeah, I know. They're trying to do similar what Sushi Swap did. Sushi Swap not stole, but they took some of Uni's market share. Shout out to Mola, I see you. So that's what's going on. Let's go to DeFi and check out some of the protocols. It's very interesting that what protocols are dumping or whatnot. So everything's dumping obviously right now. So the question is, what's dumping the least? And you can see, I'm very surprised about ACryptoS. I'll be honest with you. I've seen we got into ACryptos when it was like number 8 or 9 on this list. And since then it's moved up. I was always a little weary. I didn't know. The UI is kind of simple. It's not sexy. But then again, sometimes that simple UI is where the nerds are at, you know what I mean? And this thing is stuck around, so I kind of like ACryptoS. I'm gonna, I got a bag there. I'm gonna hold the position. It's down only 11% on TVL. I like it. One thing that I'm not as attracted to is the Pancake Bunny. I pulled out a lot of TVL out of there. I got some TVL, but I barely have any bunnies. I got like 2 bunny tokens or something. So I'm not really into the bunny token, and I'm glad I didn't really get into it. It dumped hard. And then the farms were cool. But since it dumped so much, I was like, you know what? I'm not sticking around with a loser. Even though, it's the farms were paying a lot of money. So I removed almost like 70% of liquidity. B dollar. That's one I removed. I was in B earn for a while. I was farming there, B earn, B dollar. And that thing dumped too much. And out of all the protocols, this is the one that is not audited. And it's the most casino-esque. So I removed all the liquidity out of B earn and B dollar. Jet fuel, I'm still in. Shaved some off the top on that one. The jet fuel farm pays though. You pair fuel with BNB. I mean, and you're getting over 1% per day. That's the thing. The auto farm against BNB, the fuel against BNB, cryptos against BNB, and those are the farms that I find that pay like 1% a day. So, I've kind of stuck around with them. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, it's good passive. The auto farm is excellent passive because, it's 20x on the auto BNB pair. And then you got Jewel Swap. This has performed pretty well. We jumped in. We made some gains. It went up. It went down. But it's holding. And yesterday was in the green. And this has a full-fledged order book. Full-fledged DEX. Not just a swap. So I like Jewel Swap. It's been moving up in the rankings. I didn't do anything. I just held my position. I didn't even shave off the top or anything. I held the position on Jewel. Beefy, I still have a Beefy there. I'm not using the farms. I'm going to be honest with you. But I'm very surprised with Beefy. Look how much value they've lost. And I don't know if this is accurate because I know that the feed wasn't providing data for some time yesterday. So there was an error. But the price of Beefy has held up pretty well. So I got about a Beefy somewhere there. I haven't dumped it because it's still like in the green the last time I checked. Look at this at 1,200. So, it is. I mean, maybe I should take some profits actually because I'm not staking or doing anything with the Beefy. Well, yeah, I'm actually staking the Beefy, but other than that, I'm not like farming other tokens or anything there. So yeah, there you go. Correction, moving hard. We are still on a bull market. I think that we may be, okay. I still think, but again, I'm dealing with things in real time out here, so it's like today it's down, tomorrow may be up, but it went down a little bit more than I expected. So I need to lock in something. Okay, remember, guys, I'm not here trying to like marry any of these coins, then hold these protocols for the long gun or anything like this. I'm trying to ride the trend right now. Okay, and the trend has been up for weeks, and then the trend started down yesterday, and then again today. Now, maybe again tomorrow, but as soon as I see it go green again, that's and I do expect that. But just in case, guys. Good morning, champ. Hope all is well. Shout out to Namacon out there. I see you. So that's the update, guys. Drop me a comment, a question. Let me know what's shaking and baking. BTC against USD 47. Yeah, the trend is down now. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yesterday and today, the trend was down. Yesterday, for a second there, it was trend down. But then I saw this V right here. Look at the V. This is the V that I'm talking about. I saw this V, and then for the rest of the day, we were here. But then overnight, boop, we just went down. So overnight, the game done changed over here. There's no V. So you got to readjust. One thing I've noticed about crypto, you got to move fast. You got to make decisions quickly. Okay? If you sit around and watch, that's how you get clapped. You got to decide. Okay? And the quicker you decide, the faster you keep, it's all about momentum. In my opinion, for comedic purposes, you guys know the deal. But yeah, I mean, we're still good. I'm happy. I'm actually happy we're locking in some gains out here. It's all right. Let's see. Maybe in a day or two, or by the weekend, this thing starts rocketing back up to 50. It's I think that the possibility of that happening is actually quite high. This may be a bullish pullback. Look at the 1 month chart. Look here, we go pullback. We went here, we pulled back here, but this is the first major pullback during this bull run. I think, I still think that we're probably going to go up. I don't know, but I'm cool. I'm going to sell alts at a loss right now rather than keep losing. No love, unemotional, cold as ice, onto the next. Yeah, sometimes you just got to, rinse and repeat. Remember, guys, it's not about holding the best coin and the best alts. It's about making gains and stacking bits. Okay, for a while there, I was saying stacking bits in ETH, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. This Binance run really exposed to me that ETH is not the one for the long term. It's going to be the one maybe for the medium term, but I don't think it's the one as far as smart contracts long term, unless they upgrade to 2.0. So because of that, I'll just go back to the tried and true way of accounting here, and it's just valuing your worth in Bitcoin, which is, Bitcoin is here to stay, guys. It's got 60-70% of the market. Now, that being said, I'm consolidating into Binance because I think in this run, Binance still has some room to grow. Here's the Binance chart against Bitcoin. Okay, and you can see here it's strong buy. So rather than dumping these alts and just getting the Bitcoin, I'm dumping some of not all of it, maybe a percentage of the alts, and just holding Binance, and then waiting for Bitcoin's trend to reverse, and then attacking more. Kaboom. But yeah, Binance still on a strong buy against Bitcoin. Look at this is a very bullish chart. So I'm not mad at getting Binance right now. Same goes for Cake. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm keeping a close eye on Cake. 0.0553. Cake, if it falls under 0.05, it would raise concern for me. But that's not the case. Right now, the technicals are still favorable. There's some that say sell, but they're still favorable. So I got, an eye on Cake. Cryptonomicon says, bro, I'm wrecked with Cake right now. Yeah, I don't know where you got in. That's the thing. We got into Cake, as far as the champ, but we got in really early, less than $1. I mean, it's been one of our best moves. We got in early January on Cake. So I'm just looking at the price of Cake against BNB, and it's still favorable for us. Again, guys, I'm not looking at it against USD. I know that Cake has dumped 20% against USD. Against USD, even against USD with such a dump, the technicals still read buy. So this is one that I'm selling the least of. So let me recap. What I'm doing here is that I'm looking at the smallest coins in my portfolio, and I'm taking gains from the little pups. Because you don't know what's going to happen with the little pups. I'm like, okay, little pups, you've done good. I need the bigger pups right now. The bigger dogs are BNB and Cake. So, I want more of that. Again, I'm not dumping all the small pups, but I'm taking some food off the table. Poise got in at 7. I feel like I jumped on the boat as it was leaving. You're talking about Cake? Yeah, so if you got in at 7, you're still all good, Cryptonomicon says smart moves, champ. Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I don't know if it's smart or not, but only time will tell. But I'm keeping an eye on these charts, and I'll adjust, the way we move in real time. You keep an eye on BTC. And when I saw it drop under 50 today, I'm going to be honest. I'm like, ooh, I need more Binance then. I got to stop playing with so much little baby shit coins. And again, I still got a lot of baby shit coins, but I got less amounts of them, All right, guys, drop a comment and more. I think I'm going to end the stream early today. We already dropped another video. Check out the video about AnySwap. I got into AnySwap yesterday. I got clapped, but I'm going to hold the position. I like AnySwap. I think it's a cool idea. And in fact, it's something I came across when I first got into Binance and I was figuring out about the bridges or whatnot. I started doing research and AnySwap came up. And, the one thing that has surprised me is that during this dump, AnySwap is the only one here that's still in green. So, there's something to be said about that. How did DeFi 100 do, says APY Farmer. Well, I let you guys know what happened with that one. I got in. I was there real early. I threw 5 in Binance and change at it. And then I came back to check a few hours later, and all of my Binance was returned, and I did not get any DeFi 100 tokens. So I did not lose anything except my time. And I have confirmed with at least one person offline that had a similar experience. That they weren't able to get any tokens. How did DeFi 100 do? I have no idea. They're not even listed in CoinGecko. I would assume that they dumped if the market's dumped because they're pegged to the DeFi market cap. So they should be trading in and around 70 cents. What do you think about Zero Swap? I really like the idea. I was farming some of those tokens. And it's down today. And I did sell the Zero Swap yesterday that I had because, again, this is a smaller token. It's like a small pup. I still like the idea. But, again, I'm not hanging around with the smallest pups right now. I need medium-sized dogs right now. And maybe I'll go back to the small pups in a day or two if I see Bitcoin go green. But I do like Zero Swap. And, actually, I was in the syrup pool. Thoughts on Super Farm? I don't know anything about that. Never heard of it. And I took some Berry profits too. I had held Berry up. We got in the IFO. Last time I still had Berry when it was above $20. And then, last night when I saw things start dumping, I was like, I've held this Berry for a long time. You can't time the top. And I'm like, yeah, maybe Berry ends up being around for a while, this and this and that. But like, let me go ahead and take some profits now. So I sold some Berry. I think maybe like less than half of it. Maybe like 40% of it or something like that. So I left some on the table, but start taking gains. Super Farm is an NFT platform. Okay. When it comes to the NFTs, I think that there's going to be a little wave there with the NFTs. I'm starting to see the art community embrace it. And let's see, if some celebs start doing more NFT stuff. I believe that's going to be just around the corner before you see celebs promoting their NFTs and, trying to basically floss them, if you know what I mean. Bling bling the NFT. And talk about all the gains they may or may not have made off the NFTs. So I think with the NFT hustle is what is the marketplace that's going to be hot for the NFTs? Right now, there's a lot of them, but NFTs could become pop culture. It could be something like, that it becomes pop. I can see an NFT marketplace becoming very popish. Big Papa's here with the $5. He says, bottom it out. I'm bullish. Boom. Nice. Let's see. I'm still bullish for the mid to long term, but today we dropped under 50K, so I've consolidated a little bit, and I'm just waiting. Some good deals today around, guys. Get ready to run out of the crypto trenches firing. Yeah, that's what I'm loading up back the clip, and when I see this, because look, Bitcoin, I think will rebound somewhere. I don't think this is the end of the bull run or anything like that. We're just looking, where's the rebound? Yesterday, I thought the rebound was at 50K. It wasn't. And we are where we're at. So as soon as I see it start going green, it could be today, it could be tomorrow. We have a clip ready to keep firing. All right, guys, I think I've hit all the beats. Shout out to all the boomers out there. APY, BitPapa, thank you so much for the 5 USD. Poison or Poise1, he says that NFT Super Farm platform launched yesterday. Elliot Trades, baby. Okay. And then I just answered that question about zero swap. On that note, guys, I'm out of here. Stay strong, and I'll keep you tuned in. Shout out to everybody out there. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, crypto's finest. Champagne, thank you.